Hello again everyone, it's Ben and I'm back with another video. This one is a little bit of an introduction into a technique called anchoring. It's by no means a online how to do video, it's more of a this exists and I want you to know about it so that you can start to become a bit more curious about exactly what it is and what it involves, and most importantly how beneficial it is. So anchoring, when I first heard about it and when I first saw it being done and was first introduced to it, I basically thought there was a big conspiracy that everyone had a kind of like, I was the subject of a practical joke. I pretty much thought that what was going on was ridiculous. It was just bizarre. Didn't really I didn't really believe in it. Well, I didn't believe in it at all. And then, I did some techniques and they didn't work, and I was just very skeptical the whole time. Now it's a completely different situation. Now I use anchoring, and I understand it and I see how it works. And obviously, the difference was that I didn't believe in it, and now rather than believing in it, now I use it. I can see it as a practical tool to get me where it is that I want to be. So the concept behind anchoring is that you are able to do or say or kind of perform something in a very specific way. So it might be the use of a word, it might be like a lot of anchoring can be done with the hands, like little touches or kind of, or even just like any kind of thing. And when you do that, you can access a whole load of resources that change your state into a desired state. So if you think about it, when you put your hand on your heart, that's what's that anchored into. That's anchored into standing up for your national anthem. So putting your hand on your heart, to a lot of people, not necessarily everyone, certainly not everyone, but a lot of people may feel that that represents like pride in their country, putting their hand on their heart. So you can see how things are anchored in to other things. And obviously you can learn anchoring through watching other people do it like that. But more importantly, you can learn your own anchors for exactly what you want. So specific anchors for you that can really help you. Let's look at sport, because it's a really easy example. I love snowboarding. So here we go. Here I am at the top of a half pipe. No, actually, I've got a very specific one here. So basically, I'm at the top of a run of jumps, and I've got 3 jumps that I'm going to go down and do, and I need to be in the right state in order to perform those jumps. I don't want to do those jumps badly. One of the biggest problems is that means that I've got more risk of injuring myself. I don't want to get away with a jump. I want to nail it. I want to do it so well that I've got like my chances of success are that much better. I'm stacking the cards in my favour. Now, how do I do that? It's not like I'm hoping that it's all going to happen. I've already, up to this point, got a really good idea of how I'm going to do that. I've done similar things building up to this point, similar exercises and what have you. I know what the feeling is like to jump over jumps, da 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 da. How do I now bring all that together and just go for it in my best possible way? So this is where anchoring can come in and be useful. Now, I'm not going to go through the technique. I'm just going to tell you what's possible. So I can be stood at the top of a run of 3 jumps, and man, I may have even done it all before, but this time I'm nervous. There's something happened, a little wobble before, someone said to me. Maybe I'm in a competition and it's, it's this run or out. Like, whatever it is, how do I get from all of those little bits of negativity or doubt into this super solid super confident, super reliable, and enjoyable state. How do I do all that? Well, that's where you can do something like anchoring. So either a word or definitely like a physical movement. So sometimes you see people kind of, like boom, when they enter a boxing ring, that kind of thing, or anything like that. And you can use that to get you into the state that you want to be in. The technique very much focuses on you building up these states in practice. So the whole lot of practice has gone into this one moment. You've basically stacked all of these amazing experiences into one movement or one anchor, and you can put them all together and they just boom, they hit you all at once, and you can change your state that quickly. Now, this is where you can either be creating your own states and using your own anchors, or just like putting your hand on your heart and standing up for your country, you can be you can be taught states, you can be taught responses to certain stimulus. So if that's making sense, I mean, it kind of goes into all sorts of getting people to do things that they perhaps they don't want to do at that point. We're going into the world of marketing and things like that. We're not specifically, but stacking an experience, linking it to a word or a feeling or something like that, and then when you use those triggers, then that all comes back up. Okay, that's enough blabble. So the key essence of this is that you can choose how you want to feel, and that's something we touched on in earlier videos as well. You can choose how you want to feel. You can stack all of these experiences into an anchor that has a trigger. And then when you need it, when you really need it, like especially specifically, for example, in a sporting environment, maybe public speaking, or just getting out of bed, anything, or stopping eating bad food. I mean, it's literally whatever you can think of that this will be useful now, that's what you should use it for, okay? As I said, I'm not going into the technique, but here we have a good little introduction to the world of anchoring and triggers. And now you know about this, and maybe you already knew about it, but it's kind of obvious that this is the way the world works. We respond to stimulus. It's a question of what do you choose to be your stimulus, and what can you pre-package as a response when you choose to fire that stimulus. So there's a lot of opportunity in there to really be able to get yourself performing when you want to, exactly as you want to. And for me, that is super exciting. And as I said, when I first heard about this, I was super skeptical, and now I get it and I use it, and what's more important is that it works for me. So, oh my god, the cat's playing with the light, so this might go dark in a minute. So yeah, go out there, be curious, see what triggers you, see what stimulus is affecting you, and we'll take it from there and see how you want to feel, and see if you can create that, and then use that to start to create what it is that you want. That's me for now. I'll see you again soon. Cheers.